Stop trying to be all things to all people. I'm talking about marketing here. If you try to create a blanket marketing campaign that caters to everyone, it won't be as effective as it should be. In this video, I'll explain how you can create effective campaigns by targeting specific audiences. 2 words, data segmentation. By splitting up your audience data, you can target and analyze each segment separately. What is data segmentation and how do you do it? Stick around for the answers. So data segmentation is where you divide up your data, usually your customer data, based on specific characteristics. For example, you might divide up your audience based on location, behavior, or different demographics. It's important to segment your customer data because your target audience probably contains a lot of variety and has different needs. I mean, just look at your friend group. While you probably have some things in common, each person still has their own unique interests. Maybe you're all car enthusiasts, but half of you also love knitting, and the other half don't have the patience. You wouldn't buy your impatient friends knitting needles and yarn. In a business context, let's say you make fabric and your customers are clothing designers. You create an ad campaign for this new heat-generating fabric you've developed and target designers of all types of clothing: athletic gear, winter wear, business attire, summer dresses, etc. When you analyze your results, you find that you spent a lot of money for very few conversions. Your problem is that you assumed all designers need your fabric. When you break it down, would the average athlete want to wear something that makes them really warm? Would someone creating light summer clothing want their fabric to make people all toasty? Of course not. But designers making winter gear would be the perfect audience, and I'm sure the analytics would tell that story if you look deeply. That's why you should segment your data to reach the people most likely to become your customers and continually learn more about their needs. Now that we've gone over what data segmentation is and why it matters, we've got one more thing to cover: how to segment your data. It's going to look different for each business, of course, because it all depends on your audience. That said, here are 4 steps you can follow for best results. The first thing you'll want to do is find the right tools to help you segment your data. A customer relationship management (CRM) platform is a great place to start. A CRM is designed to gather, store, and organize customer data from people who have gone out of their way to interact with your business. And your CRM likely has data segmentation features built right in. Then there are customer data platforms, which can connect the data from across your marketing efforts, like from your CRM, email marketing software, video platform, ad platform, or other tools, and help you put that data to work. Your CDP can give you even deeper insights into your customers and their interactions with your business. When you're choosing your tools, you'll want to look at pricing, features, and reviews to help you decide. Map out what you want your tools to do, including what's absolutely necessary, what would be nice but isn't crucial, and what you don't need at all. Of course, make sure it can segment your data for you. Work backwards from your overarching goals to figure out what features you need and which tools are the best fit. Once you've decided on your tools and gotten them all set up, which may take a while and a lot of expertise, you can start figuring out the best way to segment your data. You can use a lot of things to divide up your data. Maybe certain traits make someone a better customer, like their industry, location, or job title. You segment based on multiple factors that make someone a good fit for your business. Just remember that it may take some time for you to gather enough data to analyze. You may need to experiment with different segments based on the traits you've observed from your current customers and continue to review and refine your campaigns until you've found what works. You'll also have to figure out the messaging that resonates best with your segmented audiences. This takes time and testing too. After you've launched your campaigns, pay attention to the analytics to see which ones bring in the most revenue, not just clicks or traffic. Focus your efforts on the ones with the greatest impact on your bottom line. You could also adjust your messaging for the ones that underperform. Maybe you start with a few segments and gradually add more as you gain additional audience insights from your segmentation. You'll want to keep re-optimizing your data segmentation as time goes on. Analyze the results of your campaigns to see which ones work best with which groups, and keep monitoring your customer base to see if demographics, firmographics, or behavior change over time. Be sure to adapt your strategy to whatever changes come your way. That will help you maintain your initial effectiveness. And that's everything you need to know to get started with data segmentation. If you want to learn more about managing your marketing data and hit your goals, be sure to check out more of the content on our channel. In the meantime, thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.